Welcome back to the manufacturer only scenario. I'm just figuring out where I left off real quick. Okay, let's see if we can do headache pills. We've already got the material for that. Headache pills. 127. Okay, we could research this. Let me first, before I do that, let me see what mobile phone. Okay, this will be. Alright, so we're going to need to do electronic components. And to manufacture electronic components, okay, we have chemical minerals already, silicon and steel. Okay, so I thought maybe I would do maybe we could do a transition product right now with silicon or steel. Let me see. So let me see what we can make with steel. Engine, not yet. Not yet. Maybe. Yeah, we can make our money back with that. Steel and timber. Let's see if anybody's researched golf clubs yet. 177. Actually, there's a lot of technology happening right now. Maybe I should work backwards. I normally wouldn't care about. I normally would just go into any market with competition. It wouldn't bother me. The only reason I'm hesitant now is because we're only doing manufacturing. Like before, I could just set up a retail store, pump up the advertising and low prices. But with this, well, you saw in the first video, it's just too hard to compete if you're just manufacturing. So what I'm trying to do here is pick off the products with very low technology. That way it's a lot easier. We want our products to sell, basically. So, alright, so actually I'm looking right here at toy racing car. Let me see here. I'll put toy racing car. I think it's plastics and electronics. Yeah, plastic and electronic components. Maybe I should just start electronics components now. I wonder if anybody is selling toy racing cars. I wonder if that would even matter. Let me see if anybody's selling it. Yep. 54 quality. I'm not gonna compete too well with that. Let me just you know what, we're pretty close to getting this technology down. It's our mobile phone. Top tech is 213. And we're going to hit 182, so we're going to have almost really high, we'll be able to compete with our competitors with the technology. So maybe I'll just speed it up and we'll just start that because I got plenty of money here. I remember that. Yeah, we have plenty of income. I have plenty of cash. You know what, I'm just going to go through this quickly. I'm going to wait for this mobile phone research to start. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Alright, so I'm just going to speed it up, and I'll also look down here to see if anybody sells our stock. We could buy that back. Actually, let me just check the stock. That last 7% would cost us probably 100. They'll ask for like 170 million. That's a no, that's too big of a chunk. I'm not going to do that. I'll just buy that back whenever it's on the when they just sell it on the open market. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, when you make an offer to buy their shares, they'll tell you they want double of what the market price is. So that's not a discount, basically. Not at these prices. Alright, there we go. R&D of mobile phone is complete. The technology is 182. I think I want to just leave it on mobile phone, but I think I want to change the time on it. I'm going to lower that, I think. Yeah, we're almost at the top tech. So, let me see. 2 years or 3 years? Yeah, I'll go 2 years, why not? I'll probably be making another R&D soon, but I'm going to pause it. I'm going to go ahead and start building mobile phones now. Let me just make sure. I should know this by now, but I think it's just plastic and electronic components. Okay, so I have the plastic. Let me make electronics components, which again is chemical, mineral, silicon, steel. So let me make the steel first. I think I'll make a small steel factory. I can use this. No, just in case I need the plastics later, yeah. Alright. So I want to make steel. Let's see if I have that. Save us some time. I actually don't want to use that one, but you know what? Before I do that, let me go ahead and just get the iron and the coal first. Can't make steel without that. I've got plenty of money now. 58 quality. That one's taken. Okay, so that's definitely going to be our iron. I was just thinking maybe I could buy the steel on the open market or even the electronics components, but I'm just going to build this now. We've got the money. I always vertically integrate, which is make everything by myself. That way I'm not reliant on anybody. Because if you don't make everything yourself, then suppliers will either raise the price on you, or they'll stop selling to you altogether, and so you'll have all these factories built and you'll have no supplies to build your product with. Alright, so there's iron, and now I want coal. That works for me. Yeah, I make sure I don't like selling my, I mean, you could, if you want to make extra money, you could take this off of internal sale and sell the raw material too, but I don't need to do that right now, so I'm not going to. So I want 3 manufactured units here, eventually. or I want the potential to. So basically purchase units here. So I say iron. I'll fill these up only if I need to. I probably won't need to for a while here. I don't care if this isn't profitable, really. Okay. Though, you know what? I should make this sort of profitable. Why not? That still won't be profitable. That's right. Okay, so I've got the steel, and now I need the silicon and the... Okay, steel's made. Chemical minerals I have. Now just the silicon. What I'm contemplating here is whether I should make this in its new factory, in its own factory. Let me just check this real quick. Eyeshadow is 141. I'll pause it here. I pressed E. Thought I was doing a shortcut. Eyeshadow. I have the top tech right now. Maybe I'll just do the I'll finish the electronics components. That's what I'll do. Two years is fine. Alright, what was I doing? Okay, yeah, so let me see what my layout is first for electronics components. I don't have electronics components. Okay, well basically it's going to be 1, 2, 3. I think I want all 3. Yeah, let me make my own silicon factory. I hate building all these little factories. Can I fit it in here? Yeah, I might do that because I'm probably not going to sell too much plastic here. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. So, let me first make a silica mine. I might have to buy it. I might have to buy it somewhere else. Alright, so I'll have to buy it in another city. I'll just choose the closest city here. Miami. Well, they're all pretty equal in salary. Alright, I'll go with Miami. Silica, so I'll have to import the silica. It's not great, but that's alright. Not a big deal. I mean, it would actually be not a terrible idea to see if anybody else is selling silica, but once I set up my raw materials, I don't like to find out that, you know, while I get busier in the end of the game, I don't like to find out that I don't have raw materials. Like, I just don't like to juggle that kind of thing. I'd rather just build it now and get it out of the way. I'll lower this price because I have to import it. This mine will never make money, probably. Okay. And I'll just import it from another city. That's okay. Yeah, normally I would just leave it here, but it's in another city, so you click up here and go all cities. And press S, silica, where did you go? Yeah, see, the price is only 5 cents, but it costs 24 cents in freight. But that's fine because it's not. I mean, this is we're gonna make a lot of money with this product, so. And when we go to make more plastic, I might need to make another factory, but I'll deal with that later. Alright, I have everything I need now to make electronics components. And what size factory? I wonder if I should do. We're going to be selling a lot. Let me pause this. I'm eventually going to be selling mobile phones, palm computers, and everything else. So I think I'm going to build a medium-sized factory. A large factory is probably overkill. Yeah, medium-sized factory. Okay, and electronics components. I like to do my purchase units like so. Alright, I know we'll need silicon. Okay, and I know we'll need steel. And, oh, this is embarrassing. I've done this 100 times. I should know by now. Chemical minerals, there you go. There it is. Maybe I'll just make one for now. I don't know, $3 sounds alright to me, why not? Okay, electronics components and plastics. You know what? I might as well just build this plastic up now. Oil, plastic, sales, plastic. Let me do one more manufacturer here. And sales unit. Manufacturer. There we go. Because we'll probably need a lot of plastic for mobile phones. They should sell pretty well. Did I get everything right? Plastic. I'm tempted to put the training up now. I'll get to it later. Electronics components. Alright, here we go. Plastic, electronics. Yep, that's exactly how I like it. That's my favorite layout. Our quality is, oops, let's see, our quality is 80, nice. Alright, what's our price going to be? Wait, let me pause it. Let me get this out of the way. Cold pallets, 138. This is like the one annoying part. Is having to juggle all this. I mean, some people just let it go. But 138. Yeah, I'm going to let it ride, why not? And alright, what do I want to set this price at? I think I can get this overall rating to be like 50 probably. Let me try. $200. Let's try that. Yeah, we have takers. Shoot. Let's just go for, let's go for more money. Let's go for 47 rating. Oh, you know, one thing I did do that I normally don't. I forgot, as a manufacturer, I probably want to leave room to advertise, but I did not do that here. Well, let's just see if our high quality phones Hopefully we'll never have to advertise, but we'll see. I'll just maintain the highest technology. Nice, look at that. We're probably making money already. Oh, wow, look at that. 1.5 million. Let me see. Mobile phone. I want to see what the quality. Yeah, so the quality concern for a mobile phone is 38%. Brand is fairly high at 38. So 38, 38, 42, 43. Alright, maybe I'll just, well, there's nothing really I could do with this layout. I mean, if I had to, I could turn this manufacture unit into an advertising unit, but I don't want to do that if I don't have to. What am I saying? No, I'm thinking electronic components. No, I could, if I need to, I'll just turn one of these sales units into advertising. No big deal. Okay. Now mobile phones sell so well, I might even be able to build like 2 or 3 large factories. But anyway, I'm okay on plastic and electronics components right now. Not a high demand yet for that. Steel is okay. Yeah, we're definitely in business now. We'll be making really good money now. 7.4. Nice. I'll put this. Yeah, we're making really good money. I can probably set up. Yeah, let me set up a headquarters. And normally I would set up a headquarters in a lower salary area, but I don't. I got plenty of cash now. That would be great if real business was this easy. That would be so great. Where do I want my headquarters? That looks alright. Financial department. Do I want to set a dividend? Not yet. And CEO, that's us. I'll pay myself a little bit of money, why not? But this is what I really want to do. Technology. So our next one is going to be phone. What's the next one? Is it Palm Pilot? Palm Computer? I think it's Palm. Do I have to, can I buy that? Let's just try it. 7.9. I don't even know why I bother with this. I own most of the company anyway. Or basically, for people, if anybody's not aware of how dividends work, and basically, dividends are what goes to, these are like cash payments to the shareholders. Let me pause this. A new dividend is a cash payment to the shareholders, so if I pay like a 5% dividend, I'll just pay a 5% dividend. I think what happens is, go to our, okay, we're at the income statement. So this operating profit, so say we make like almost $6 million, I think it would be considered, where will this come out of? Loan interest, stock return. Once a year, maybe it would just be on the balance sheet. Well, apparently I don't understand exactly how the accounting of it works. Basically 5% of what we would make. I'm going to say it might be the net profit. 5% of what we would make. Let's just say, for argument's sake, it's the year-to-date net profit. I don't know if that's what it is. But let's say if it was 5% of that, that means if we make 56 million last year, we would pay, let's see, not 5.6 million, but half of that. So like, what is that, 2.6? I don't know. That might be, I don't know. Like, let's just say like $2 or $3 million. So $2 or $3 million on January 1st. That will be paid. It will be split up evenly between the, not evenly, but it will be paid out to our shareholders. So that $2 or $3 million will go to 92% of it would go to Lab Rat, which is me, and 7% of that $3 million will go to Green Stylists, just as a cash payment. And that's how real stock market works too. I'm kind of embarrassed that I don't know the accounting of it, but I believe that's what. If I remember, come January 1st, I'll calculate it and see if it's the net profit. Hopefully I remember that. But anyway, sorry about that. I'm trying to like teach things too, just in case there's people that don't know. I don't know. I mean, I assume some people want to learn the game too. Let me make it easier. I'm going to make it 10%. It'll be easier to calculate. Okay, so enough talking. Let's see here. Let me just set up a new R&D unit. R&D center. Let me just see. New product. A Palm computer or a DVD player. Just for the heck of it, let's try to purchase. And you need a headquarters to offer technology. You need to go to the Chief Executive Officer. Offer to acquire a technology. So what did I say? Palm computer. I really want that technology now because I want to build it. So I want to offer it to this player because he's got a higher technology, which is the green. And instead of offering that, they rejected my last offer. So I'll just go like, let's just write 8.6 million, which to us is chump change. I reject your offer. All right, let's try one more time. Let me try one more time. Let's just make a dumb amount, like, let's do 11 million. Now they really do not want to part with that. You know what? It's worth it to me. Let me offer it to the other person. Palm computer. Let me try this one here. Let me offer 8 million. I accept your offer. Okay, great. Okay, so now we are able to make the Palm Pilot without having to research it. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just research that now. See, it's not there anymore because we didn't have it. Palm computer. What am I calling it? A Palm Pilot? You don't even want to know how bad I am with technology. Let me do. Did I say we have? Let me just see. Palm computer is 40. Okay, so there's not anybody on the market with that. So let me do a shorter time frame. Yep, that'll give us a 90s, 92. That's good enough to sell. I'm gonna crank this up. I'm probably just going to leave it at, no, I can always do more R&D units. Alright, let me just turn up the speed here. Watch these sales go up and up. Actually, so I'll wait for December, the end of December, and I'll also look down here for the stock exchange. I'll have the speed go up. Okay, so this is about to change over. Let me pause it. Let's just calculate, see if that's where the income. Okay, so I'm going to pay a 10% dividend, and let's just say it is going to be let's call it 7.4 million. All right, so let's say it's $7.4 million. I don't know. This is just a guess of mine. So I think they're going to pay us $7.4 million for everybody. So 7.4 million, we're going to get 90% of that. So let's just say, I don't know that in my head. I'm just going to say, what did I say, 7.4? Let's just say 6.5 million. So 6.5 million will go directly to me. So let's just say this goes to about $10 million. It's just a guess, but let's say this turns into $10 million. So let me turn the speed up. Yep, that's about right. So, and then this person here, Green Stylist, got 7% of that. They just were paid that in cash. Now let me see how the accounting works for that. I don't know if that's under, let's see, was that under stock return? Maybe they don't even, maybe that's not even on the income statement. Maybe that's just on the balance sheet. An income statement is the money going in and out on any given date. So this is all the money that went in and out in the year and in the month. But a balance sheet is like a snapshot of, like, right now, this is basically everything the company's earned is $450 million over the whole 33 years. And I think the balance sheet theoretically changes every day. But let me see if 7 million, would this be it? Year-to-date changes 7.5 million. Yeah, that looks like the retained earnings. So the retained earnings went down. Okay, so this is the earnings of the company over 33 years. So far, I've made $455 profit in everything of the company. And they just took some of that away from that account because this was distributed to the shareholders. Now let me see. I'm going to let the time run and see if that goes down. So this changes every day. Oh, probably because the cash is changing. Yeah, sorry, I don't know exactly the accounting of it, but I think you get the point of what happened. I hope you do anyway. So me as a player, I make that much per year, $6.6 million, plus I make so I would actually make more in yeah, so I'll actually make more in dividends with 10% plus 10% of whatever the company earns in a year. So, well, this is year to date, but last year we made what, $70 million. So this player dude will make a lot of money. All right, sorry to bore you with all that. What's our next step here? Oh, I actually thought these would be selling a lot more. Yeah, I thought this would be maximum demand. It's probably because my price is kind of high. Quality's 80, brand is 15. Let me see what they're selling it for in Miami. Oh, these are only selling at $336. I'm thinking of like desktop computers, they sell a lot more. So $336 plus they're importing. That's actually not that great for me. I could probably lower the price a little. Let me try 230. That jumped up 62. That jumped up a pretty decent amount. You know what? Let's Let's try 220. So a $10. Let's see how much that lowers it. It only bumped up 2 more. All right, I'll leave it there at 220. All right, so I can make the home computer. Let me see how to make one. I forget how to make it. I think I need a CPU though. CPU. So I have electronics components and I have plastic. Now the CPU raw material 60% quality. So the thing about CPUs in this game is they have to be higher quality. I guess that's like in real life too. So let me see how to make a CPU. Oh, that's just silicon. That's pretty easy. Production tech. It's all production technology, the quality. So can I do that in an existing factory CPU? Like in Alpha, I can. Probably don't have room for it. No, probably not. Well, you know what? I could do it here. Yeah, let me do it here. Purchase. I think it's silica. Oh, that's in the other city. Slow down the speed here. There's our slow down. There's our silica. That goes right into silicon. What am I doing? Didn't I already sell silicon? Hold on a second. What am I doing here? Oh no, I want to purchase silicon. That's right. That's what it is. Silicon. Let me let that clear. There we go. Now it makes sense. I do not need my CPUs to be that expensive. Yep, that's fine. This is probably very low quality, yeah, 21 quality, so let me, alright, so I need a higher quality CPU for sure. Actually, we've got cash, let me see. Let me buy. This is where having money really helps a lot because now you can acquire things without having to research everything. CPU, look at that, let's see if we could buy that. I'm going to buy the highest, which is 176. Let's see if they'll take 11.7 million. They won't take it. Let's see if this green will take it. I accept your offer. That's great. Excellent. So now this CPU, what was it? This technology, what was it? 21 quality. I bet you that goes up. 97 quality. That's awesome. In fact, I'm gonna clear this. I'm clearing out the 21 quality inventory, and this will change soon since I hit the clear button. Once they make more of it. I think it should clear right away. Doesn't matter, I don't have to wait for it, I'm just kind of curious. Yeah, there it goes, 97. So yeah, that's very high quality CPU. So I think I have everything I need for a Palm computer. I have CPU, electronics components, and plastic. Palm computer. Now, am I waiting, I think, for the quality to go up? Yeah, I'm going to wait for this to hit 92. I probably don't have to, but I'm going to. It's only about a year. Alright, so let me fast forward until that goes off. Okay. I'm always looking too at the bottom of the screen, looking for so-and-so sells shares of your stock. I've pretty much showed you everything I know that's really kind of useful for manufacturing. So I mean, at any point I could just cut this video series because you'll see exactly what I'm doing. Right, I just heard the bell ring. Your mobile phone is complete. Your technology is 231. That is awesome. I paused the game and I immediately just look for what I'm gonna research next. So Palm Computer. Oh, that was mobile phone. Oh, I'm done. Yeah. You know what? Just to stay ahead of them. No, let me switch to electronics components. I think I can switch to that. Oh, I'm already researching that. Eyeshadow looks okay for now. Fruit snacks looks okay. Basically, I'm just looking for products I already own. I'm looking for this symbol when I scroll through here. I'm looking for that. I'm just looking for this symbol here, and then I look over here, and I just want to make sure that my current technology is the top technology. That's why I scan so fast. I just want to make sure nobody's out competing me. They're out researching me. That's all I'm doing. Yeah, like these, I generally say these are okay because the current and the top is okay. The current and the top is the same. So that's all I'm doing when I do this real quick. And then when everything, and like this one here, I'm already working on it. So I keep going. Now plastic, there's an example of something that, see, my current is 42, so I don't have the best plastic. I don't need the best plastic, but I'm probably going to research that. Silicon, the same thing with silicon. It's not that important, but just it's my nature. I want to be the best in every product. But see, the same thing with steel. I'll probably research steel. I don't know why, but yeah, I'll probably research steel with that. So steel. So for now, I'm going to terminate the mobile phone, and I'll go to steel. Years, why not? The reason I chose 3 years was because it's a huge jump, and I mean, you probably don't care why I picked 3 years, but I'll just show you since I started saying it. Since I'm not training, this can't drop below 1, this training. So when you know you're not getting, when these aren't like at 8 or 9 and you're not selling a ton of it, you can just crank up the training to 5 or 10 years because you're not going to lose any production because of it. So that's why I did it. And also, I don't need steel this bad right now. I mean, you don't need high quality steel for anything except for like cars or something, cars or motorcycles. That's where it's more important. But I'm sorry, I was talking, and I just wanted to make sure my mobile phone is not that. Okay, yeah, I'm top tech 231 for mobile phone, so that's great. So this should be like a really high quality 85. This says, yeah, actually it's 92. This is going to be 92. And yeah, see, since I have the top production tech, this fills up. It's always going to be 80 out of 80 if you're at the top, or 50 out of 50 if you have the top technology. Raw material, I'm not worried about that. This is a great product right now. Now, basically, I'll just sell more and more of these as these units fill up and the training goes higher. So, alright, so sorry to... I'll speed up my progress here and quit yapping so much. Alright, so I believe Palm... Ready for Palm Computer now? I believe I am. I've got good quality CPUs. Oh no, wait, Palm Computer, am I done researching that yet? No, okay, I'm waiting on this, sorry. See how easy I get sidetracked. There's another annual stock dividend. This is electronics component. Just do a quick check. What else I want to research? Yeah, I don't want to bore you. I'm just going to leave it on electronics components. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. 2 years. Trying to think of what else I could teach players new to this game, because I was so frustrated when I first was playing this game. I didn't know what was relevant to learn and what you didn't really need to learn. Pretty much everything I've done here is all I use. Or not all I use, but most of the important stuff. Cold tablets is 181. Just for... I normally would figure this out, but I'm just going to leave it on... yeah, I'll just leave it for... I don't want to keep boring you guys. So I'm just waiting for the mobile phone to stop. The Palm. Nope, never sell that technology. I'm either waiting for a mobile phone or Palm computer. Oh, Palm computer I think is what I'm waiting for. No. I wish I could disable that. Just tell everybody no, I'm not selling anything. There we go. Palm computer is complete. Your technology is 92. I think I'm going to leave it on Palm computer. Let me just make sure. Yeah, it's the tech. Yeah, I definitely want to be on there. So Palm computer, I'm going up again. Get on that. 2 years is fine. Alright, we could finally do the Palm computer. I kind of want to leave room for another mobile phone factory. In case I need it. I'm going to put it right here. I think I am going to use this, and I'll save this spot for advertising. Yeah, that's what I'm... CPU, electronics, yeah, that's what I'll do. Whenever I tell them to automatically link it, I make sure that this is my color, that they're using my products. Like if this comes up as one of our competitors, you definitely want to switch it. Same thing with the CPU, yep, they're buying from mine. And plastic is the same thing. Okay, I'm happy with that. And I'll turn up the training because I know we're going to have demand for this. This chair, I've listened to the recordings, and this chair that I'm sitting on, it sounds like a medieval torture device. So sorry about that. Let me just try this price. There we go. We got takers. $582. That's a really good manufacturer price if you ask me. But look, we got a high quality. Yeah, for manufacturing, that's definitely the way to go. I think you want to build up the technology first to get a high quality product. The low price method, we tried. Well, I just tried it the one time. I think it was with fruit snacks, and it just did not work out. So let's see here. I'm just curious on what he's selling it for. This is in Miami. Yeah, they can just name their price with these new technologies. They can just name their price, and I'm making a lot more off this than he is. So I'm just going to leave the price high. I'll leave this price high. I'm probably already making money off this one. Maybe not. Thought I'd be making more. Well, I just started selling it. Yeah, I'll crank up my salary, why not? That's the great thing about having, you're starting to be in the millions of dollars per month. Yeah, we're now into like 8 figures. When you get this high in monthly income, now you could just have fun. You could go after competitors. You could just do really anything you want. I actually, you know what? I think I've provided really kind of the best tutorial I can now. I mean, I'm not gonna just make video after video of me taking every product. That's easy to do now. I mean, you see how I do it. Let me just walk you through. Let me just do a quick walkthrough of all these tabs, because for beginners, I'll just explain what I think is important, or what I use or what I don't use. It's a corporate summary report. I don't use that much. I'm gonna pause this game. I don't use it that much. I kind of like to look just at profit margins. Like if I'm investing in another player's stock, what I'll do is I'll look at their revenue, and then I compare that to their annual profit, right? So basically I bring in $243 million, right? I'm assuming that's per year. So yeah. And then like, look at that, like more than half of that is profit. So what that tells me is like I'm really efficient. Like I have really high margins. And then I look at this, they make $1 billion in revenue, but they're losing money. So like that tells me that that's probably not a good stock to buy, because they're probably not very efficient managers. It's the same thing with this. So what I'm looking for is a high ratio between revenue to profit. So this is not great. I'll stop until I see one that looks good. Nobody's making any money. Alright, well this one right, so that's not bad. 1.8 billion, 243 million. So far that's like the best other stock I would invest in, just generally speaking. Wow, these guys are all losing money. Anyway, let me fly through the stock overview. See, I want to experiment more with the stock market. I want to do a scenario where I just invest in other people's stocks. So I haven't tested any of this. This stuff is very easy to learn though. Dividend yield is very easy. That's like if you bought stock at this price, at the price it's trading for in a stock market, that's about what 2.59% is what you can expect from cash. So if I invest $1 million, I can expect 2.6% of that in cash next year, generally speaking. And on $1 million, what would that be? 20,000. I probably got a digit wrong. Sorry. I think it might be 20,000. I'm not sure. It's either 2,000 or 20,000. Don't listen to me on arithmetic. Yeah, so anyway, firms, that just shows you the firms you have. That's pretty straightforward. Business relation, I don't really understand that. I've never really looked into lifetime trade or year-to-date trade. Maybe that's an important thing to look at. I don't know. Maybe that's interesting. Maybe that's useful that I have a good lifetime trade relation with this company. Maybe I'm on better terms than that. I don't know. Okay. I'm not sure what I could do with that. But okay, corporate detail report overview. That stuff is, I don't really use this too much. This is the income statement. I use this all the time. You saw that. Technology I use all the time. Advertising I don't really mess with. I mean, I advertise, but I don't. This tab isn't that useful to me. Brand, I always just use unique brand. Dominance. It doesn't really matter unless your goal is to dominate an industry. Statements. This is. I probably have the best Profit margin. Yeah, look at that. I was saying their profit margin, 59%. That's like a pretty good profit margin, I think. And I'm first in that. But anyway, these are just... Alright, is there anything else that's worth looking at? Firms, that's fun to have. Just to see what you make, like which sectors are more profitable. Not sectors, but building types. See, I have no retail. I usually just go to that. Yep, so my gross profit, I'm making the most on cold tablets, it looks like, so far. But this number, this mobile phone and palm computer, would just shoot past that. I mean, most of these are self-explanatory. I don't want to keep bothering you. This is who owns the stock. This is me, Labrat. Balance sheet is the best way to think of a balance sheet. Is just taking a picture of who owns what at any given day. So on this particular day, October 13th, 2025, on this particular day, the company has $561 million. Okay, so watch, I'll go ahead a day, and look, it changed. See, it changed a little bit. So this is on any given. It's just a single frame basically. Okay, product summary report. This is just, I don't want to play around with it. I'm sorry, I don't want to just talk mindlessly. Detail report, firm summary report. I go here to find firms for sale. Like, this is where you buy media companies a lot. Like when you have a lot of cash, like right now, it wouldn't be a bad idea to buy a media firm if we were doing retail. Maybe for manufacturing, it's not a terrible idea, but I'm not going to do that right now. Financial report. I actually don't know why this isn't showing. Oh, maybe I have to highlight my company first, but that's alright. Person report. I don't use this much. I actually would like to know. That'd be interesting to see. Like when I do stock market experiment, I would like to see where this personality fits in. Like I would like to, you know, like maybe investing in stocks. Maybe if that number's higher, they'll do better in the stock market. I think they probably. It's probably way more complicated than that, though. But anyway, score. I'm not interested in score. Call report. Score. Billionaire. I don't even know if we're on this list yet. Yeah, 2 point. Oh, is this the person who invested in our stock? Green stylists? Maybe we are up there. Maybe we're not. Oh, someone's just making... Oh, I wonder if they're making a lot of money off of us. Or maybe I just have an inflated ego. Manager's guide. I never got any use out of the manager's guide. This is kind of... Yeah, I never got much use out of that. Or maybe I have, I don't remember. Always. Yeah, issuing new shares is just a way of selling, of creating, it's basically just like in the stock market here. If I want to sell new shares, I no longer own 92% of the company. It's now like me offering it to other people in exchange for a huge cash sum. Like let's pretend like I want to issue, like let's say I need money for some reason. I don't because I have 561 million. But if I needed money for some reason, let me just see how many shares they would let me have. Oh, they wouldn't let me issue? I wonder why. I would think they would. I'm not really sure what's going on there. But anyway. They probably let me borrow a lot of money. Oh. I thought they'd let me borrow more than that. Anyway. Anyway, the two basic ways of raising money in this game, if you don't have any, I think you even saw it. I borrowed 11% interest is pretty high, so you want to make sure you're making good investments with it. So you can either borrow money and pay it back, or you can issue new shares, which I'm still kind of surprised they're not letting me do that. I don't know Maybe I can't. I don't know. Maybe it's because let me check my balance sheet. Sorry, this is just it's not gonna bug me that much, but I want to check my balance sheet. Maybe it's because I don't have much assets. It's pretty decent though, 700 million in assets. Maybe if I bought more land. I frankly don't know why they're not letting me issue more shares. Usually I could, but anyway, and then the stock market. Maybe I'll just explain this really quick. So this is me, the person, Lab Rat. If I want to buy a mansion, it has to be out of this money. Like I can't, if I have 0 cash and I go to try to buy a mansion right here, it won't let me do it. Okay, now, but I'm allowed to do it now. See, I can build a mansion somewhere if I want, because right there, this is my personal money. But if I have like $0, they won't let me build a mansion because you can't buy a personal mansion with the company's money. So, and the same thing goes with stocks. Like if I want to buy another stock, if I want to buy Moonbeam, let me buy one that actually was okay. Public shareholders. There's that much shares available right now. I can either buy this company as in the name of my company, or I could buy it personally. But I don't think that they'll let you buy a little bit of each. I think it's either one or the other. So I can't buy 5% of the company with the company, and I can't buy 5% of Lightworks with personal funds. I don't know if it's like that in real life. I don't really know rules, but it probably is. I mean, they got a lot right in this game. I don't see why that would be wrong. So anyway, if you want to buy another company out, like for any reason, like we have $571 million. So we could probably buy an entire small company here. So let me see. So we could buy more than 50% of this company of Lightworks, okay? Because their price per share is very low and their number of shares is low. Now it's probably not worth buying. I don't buy out other companies because this game is so easy. But in real life, I could see why people would buy out other companies for their customers. So I know I'm rambling on, I apologize. So basically, let's say theoretically, me as a person wants to buy another company. Let's say I just want a dividend yield for some reason. Like I just want more cash. So let's just say I want cash dividends. That's all that's important to me. So 0.5%. So 0.6% is what I would earn on that with this stock. 0.5%. 0. 2. Okay, so 2.74. So assuming they keep their dividend, which is iffy, you know, if I want to earn 2.7, let me pause it. If I want to earn 2.73% on 32.8 million, what I would do is I would buy some of these public shares. So I would buy, the most you could buy is 5% at a time. So I would click this button and buy it. But I mean, there's more to it. Like if I wanted to buy this stock, what I would do, I'll just show you how to do that. If I think, here's what I do. If I think I want to buy a company, the first thing I do is I look at products. Or no, actually I would probably look first at the firms. So let's say Moonbeam. This is how I determine, this is just a quick glance at how I determine whether they're worth buying. I go to the company and I look at their overview. And I look at their annual revenue and annual profit. If they're not making profit, I don't even consider buying them. So I'll go through here and I'm looking at these two numbers, annual revenue and profit. And this annual profit has to be positive for me personally. Okay, there's one. Okay, so that's a profitable country. They're making 1.8 profitable company. They're making $1.8 billion and they're making an annual profit of 290 million. Another way to look at this, I just look at the income statements too. And I look at last month and I look at operating profit. Oh, they're making tons of cash. That's no wonder they're worth so much. And I just go down the companies. Okay, so we're making 14 million a month, which is good. That's really good on 23 revenue. But anyway, I'll just stare at this number and I'll go down the companies. They're losing money. They're losing 8.3 million. They're losing. They're losing. 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 Boom. Green Stylist. That they're making a lot of money. And I always look at operating profit, because these numbers can be kind of manipulated underneath here. But operating profit, that's real profit. So I'll just look at other ones. That's going to be hard to beat, 45 million. So I'll keep going. Okay, they're making almost 6 million off that much. But basically, Green Stylist is definitely the most profitable company here. Okay, they're making 45 million off 163 million. That's really good. So what I do now is I say, wow, Green Stylist is so far the best investment. So I'll look at their overview. They're paying out a dividend, cash dividend, so that's good. And then I'll look at the, okay, so retail. So they make a lot of it in retail and they make a lot of it in factories. So they're producing their own factories too. They've also got some farms. And they've got wow, they've got look at that, 32 commercial buildings and 44 apartments. So they're making some profit there too. So they're very diversified. But most of their money is in retail and factory. Anyway, so now I look at the products. And I just click on retail and I look at where they're making their money. So they're making most of their money on, they're pretty diversified really. So shoes, motorcycles, they're very diversified. So this would be a good company actually to buy. The graphs, I mean, you just want to make sure they're making a profit. We already know they are. And look, you can buy 7.5% of this company right now, balance sheet. So I'll just look one more time at their income statement. So their year-to-date operating profit. I always look at the year-to-date too. So yeah, they're definitely making money. So this would be like a safe investment in this game, you know. So I would go to the stock exchange, and under my personal funds, under, it was Southern Lines, right? It was embarrassing. I think it was. Yeah. No, Green Stylists. Okay, so I want to go to stock market, Green Stylists. There we go. Yeah, so I can expect roughly 2.8% a year if they keep their dividend the same. And right now, there's 1.9 million shares available, which is worth that much, and we've only got 32 million. So I click on. I mean, I could buy that all with the company's money, but let's just say I'll buy it with my personal money. This is my personal investment. The most I can buy is this, so I click the buy button. There you go. And then I bought the price, and then, you know, when you buy a stock, on a very small level, you raise the price, very tiny amount though. There you go. So now we run out of cash, but now when I look at Green Stylist and I look at the owners of the company, there I am right there, Labrat. I now own $33 million worth. So if I let this run a year or two, if this company continues to be profitable, this stock value should, depending on other factors, this could go up, but I'll definitely receive the cash payment. So come January, you'll see I'll get money paid out by Green Stylist. But anyway, I'm talking way too long. If you stuck around this long, thank you, and I hope you've learned something, and take care all. Bye.